Hi friends, in this video we are going to study second question of the financial management past paper contains working capital management section.
If you think this video is useful, please give a like and share with your friends. If you have any doubts, you can ask through the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe this channel and click bell button for getting notification of forthcoming videos. Okay, let's go to the video. Following information taken from the books of a manufacturing concern. Compute the gross operating cycle and net operating cycle in day, assuming that all sales on credit basis. These details are given. Period covered 365 days. Average period of credit allowed by suppliers 16 days. Average of total debtors outstanding 480,000. Raw material consumption 4.4 million. Total production cost is 10 million. Total cost of sales 10.5 million. And sales for the year 16 million. Value of average stock maintained raw material. Average raw materials 320,000. Work in progress 350,000. Average finished goods 260,000. These are the details for this question. We have to calculate the gross operating cycle and net operating cycle. So, the gross operating cycle equation equal inventory conversion period plus debtors collection period or debtors deferral period. This is the equation for the gross operating cycle. So we have to calculate the inventory conversion period as well as the debtors collection period for computing the gross operating cycle. We know inventory have three stocks. Those are raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Therefore, we have to calculate raw material conversion period and work in progress conversion period and finished goods conversion period for the inventory conversion period total value. The raw material conversion period equal average raw material divided by material consumed into 365 days. This 365 days is given in the question. Here average raw material is given in this question. Average raw materials is 320,000 and raw material consumption is 4.4 million. And period covered 365 days. Therefore, average raw material is given in the question 320,000 divided by material consumptions also given 4.4 million into 365 days. The answer for the raw material conversion period is 26.55 days. And work in progress conversion period. Work in progress conversion period equation: average work in progress divided by production cost, total cost of production, into 365 days. In this question, average work in progress given 350,000, and also cost of productions given, total production cost 10 million, and period covered 365 days. Therefore, we can calculate the work in progress conversion period. Average work in progress 350,000 divided by production cost, total production cost 10 million, into 365 days. The answer for the work in progress conversion period is 12.78 days. Finished goods conversion period. Equal to average finished goods divided by cost of goods sold or cost of sales into 365 days. In this question, average finished goods is given. Average finished goods is 260,000 and total cost of sales given 10.5 million, and period covered is 365 days. Therefore, we can calculate the finished goods conversion period as per the question. Average finished goods is 260,000 divided by cost of sales 10.5 million into 365 days. The final answer for the finished goods conversion period is 9.04 days. We can convert to decimal, 9.04 days. Now we have calculated inventory conversion period. If we add raw material, work in progress and finished goods, the answer is inventory conversion period. For the gross operating cycle, we have to calculate debtors collection period also. So the debtors collection period is average debtors divided by credit sales credit sales into 365 days. Average debtors also given in this question. Average debtors, average of total debtors outstanding 480,000 as per the question. And also credit sales is given because all sales on credit basis. Sales for the year, that is credit sales as per the question, 16 million. Therefore, we can calculate the debtors collection period. Average debtors is given in the question 480,000 divided by credit sales also given 16 million into 365 days, assumption days. The final answer for the debtors collection period is 10.95 days. Accordingly, now we can calculate the gross operating cycle. So the equation for the gross operating cycle, inventory conversion period plus debtors collection period. Inventory conversion period, we can say raw material conversion period plus work in progress conversion period plus finished goods conversion period. This is inventory conversion period plus debtors conversion period or debtors collection period or debtors deferral period. As per our calculation, we can add the value 26.55 days plus 12.78 days plus 9.04 days plus debtors collection period is 10.95 days. The final answer for the gross operating cycle is 59.32 days. This is the gross operating cycle answer. And we have to calculate the net operating cycle. Net operating cycle. The equation for the net operating cycle is inventory conversion period plus debtors collection period minus creditors payment period, or gross operating cycle minus creditors payment period. Here we have calculated gross operating cycle, so we can creditors payment period deducted from the gross operating cycle. So we can calculate gross operating cycle minus creditors payment period. Gross operating cycle value is 59.32 days minus creditors payment period is, as per the question, creditors payment period is given. Average period of credit allowed by suppliers is 16 days. So the final answer for the net operating cycle is 43.32 days. This is the answers for the question. The management of Summon Limited has called for a statement showing the working capital needed to finance a level of activity of 300,000 units of output for the year. The cost structure for the company product for the above mentioned activity level is detailed below. Cost per unit, raw material 20 rupees, direct labor 5 rupees, overheads 12 rupees, total cost of production per unit is 40 rupees, profit is 10 rupees, so selling price 40 plus 10 equal to 50 rupees. Past trends indicate that the new raw materials are held in stock on an average for 2 months. Work in process 50% complete will approximate to half month production. Finished goods remain in warehouse on an average for 1 month. Suppliers of material extend 1 month credit. 2-month credit is normally allowed to debtors. A minimum cash balance of rupees 25,000 is expected to be maintained. The production pattern is assumed to be even during the year. Prepare a statement of working capital determination. So we have to calculate the net working capital. Statement of working capital requirements. First, we have to calculate all the current assets value. Under the current assets, we have to calculate inventory value. Under the inventory, we have to calculate raw material, work in progress and finished goods value. Therefore, raw material, okay. As per the question, activity level is 300,000 units for the year. Raw material per unit is 20 rupees. And raw material stock on an average for 2 months. Accordingly, activity level 300,000 into raw material cost per unit is 20 rupees into 2 months stock period, 2 divided by 12. So the raw material value is 1 million. Work in progress. Under the work in progress, there are 3 elements: raw material, direct labor and overheads. Raw material, work in progress. Work in process 50% complete will approximate to half month production. So degree of completion is 50%. So we have to consider 50% work in progress value in the net working capital and approximate to half month production. So the stock period is half month. $300,000 activity level for the year into 20 rupees per unit value into half month production. So the raw material value for the work in progress 250,000. Direct labor value 300,000 activity level for the year. Direct labor per unit is 5 rupees. 5 rupees into half month. ₹62,500. overhead value 300,000 activity level, overhead value for the per production unit 15 rupees, 15 rupees into half month, so the overhead value for the work in progress is 187,500 rupees. Now we can total the work in progress. Okay. On this total work in progress, 50% is degree completion. In this question, 50% complete. So we have to consider only 50% value for the work in progress. So we can divide it by 2. 250,000 only can take into the working capital requirement. Now we have calculated raw material value and work in progress value and have to calculate finished goods value. Finished goods. Finished goods also have 3 elements: raw material, direct labor and overheads. Activity level 300,000 into 20 rupees raw material per unit into as per the question, finished goods remain in warehouse on an average for 1 month. So period is 1 month. One divided by 12. $500,000. And direct labor 300,000 activity level into 5 rupees into 1 month. $125,000. 300,000 activity level into 15 rupees per cost of overhead per cost of production into 1 month. $375,000 overhead in the finished goods. So we can total finished goods value. Finished goods value is 1 million. Now we have calculated all the inventory value. So now we have to calculate debtors. Debtors. In this question, the level of activity or selling unit is 300,000 for the year, and selling price per unit is 50 rupees, and 2-month credit is normally allowed to debtors. So credit period is 2 months. Accordingly, 300,000 activity level into selling price per unit is 50 rupees into 2 months credit period, 2 divided by 12. So the debtors value is 2.5 million, because here all sales are credit basis. Now we have to find the cash balance. Expected cash balance in this question, a minimum cash balance of rupees 25,000 is expected to be maintained. So the expected cash balance is 25,000. Now we can find the gross working capital. Total current assets or gross working capital or gross operating cycle. The value of the gross working capital is 4.775 million. Now we have to calculate the current liabilities value. Current liabilities. Under the current liabilities, as per the information, creditors only in under the current liabilities. Suppliers of materials extend 1 month credit. So creditors credit period is 1 month. And the raw material is 20 rupees per unit. Level of activity is 300,000 units. Therefore, we can calculate the creditors value 300,000 activity level into 20 rupees raw material value per unit into 1 month credit period. $500,000 is creditors value. Now we can find net working capital. Current liabilities, creditors. Creditors. Net working capital or net operating cycle or cash cycle. Total current assets or gross working capital or gross operating cycle minus current liabilities, total current liabilities value equal to net working capital or net operating cycle or cash cycle. 4.275 million is net working capital. This is the final answer for this question.